kiss my shorties up here.
To me, and I'm sure to you, nothing quite says romance like having your husband killed so you can collect his insurance money and pay down a little debt you got stacked up.
Boy, that does sound romantic.
A sweet little woman named Uloma Curry Walker decided she would kill her husband of 4 months.
Can I get a little romantic music for this?
Oh, that's romantic, all right.
That's the story.
He was a Cleveland firefighter named Willie Walker. She only married Willie 4 months ago, and then one day in the car, driving her 17-year-old daughter around, She says to her daughter, "How would you and your boyfriend and a couple of his, thug buddies like to kill your stepdad?"
I guess he had made the mistake of mentioning the insurance policy.
I think so, yeah. She heard about it. She knew someone.
She saw it in a drawer or something.
Mom told the daughter, "No one would ever believe I would hire a bunch of kids to have somebody killed, especially when I know people that could, do it for real." So, according to the stories and the testimonies, she paid $1,000 down to these kids and promised them another $9,000 when the job was done.
Oh, boy.
So then this guy, the girl, the daughter's boyfriend, gets in touch with a couple, his cousin and another guy. One of the guys originally talked to about it backed out. But one of the other guys, Ryan's hard case, he agreed to kill him for less than $1,000. He said, "I'd do it for $800, no problem." He was real matter-of-fact about the job. So on the night in question, Willie Walker comes home after a hard day of firefighting, had a McDonald's bag in his hand, blue-collar working man, and he was ambushed and shot, gunned down 4 times with a 9. With a 9.
For $800.
That's right, with a 9. Yeah, for $800.
That's pathetic, man.
And maybe, Mama was giving it up to a guy. I don't know. Anyway.
That might have been the one Mama was doing it with.
His new wife, Uloma, hopped in the ambulance and rode with him to the hospital.
That looks good.
Appear to be concerned.
Good look there.
And then, of course, he died, and eventually they got to the bottom of this, and one guy rolled on the other, and then they rolled, and everybody rolled on Mama.
If there's one lesson you can learn from young Vito Corleone, it's in your early days when you're starting off, before you get a trusted guy like Luca Brasi to handle your stuff for you, you need to do a killing, you do it yourself. That way there's no witnesses, there's nobody to tell, because you're the only one that knows.
And now, the interesting little fun part of the story.
The kicker.
I thought you said we weren't supposed to tell them what it was called.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You should have just let the kicker occur, and then they'll figure out that it's a kicker.
Here's where things get a little interesting. Turns out firefighter Willie Walker had been married before he married Miss Uloma. He had an ex-wife. And in the 4 months that he'd since gotten married, he hadn't yet taken the time to change the name of the beneficiary on the life insurance. So the ex-wife inherited a little over $100,000 plus the city pension. So
the dude that shot him probably didn't even get his $800.
No, they're all in prison, including the woman who wanted the $100,000.
So that sounds like, you know what? I don't know if you used to watch the old Alfred Hitchcock show.
There's always a twist.
It's like an Alfred Hitchcock plot, isn't there?
How about that?
She's ready to collect her money.
Yeah,
knocked off the old guy.
The grieving widow rode in the ambulance with her dying husband.
And then, well, sorry to tell you this, ma'am, but the lawyer comes in. Looks like the beneficiary is Judy Smackster. Do you know who that is?
The ex-wife?
Oh, no! Wah, 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 ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum.
So she ruined at least 3 young people's lives, who were probably going to end up ruined anyway.
Killed the husband.
And killed the husband and herself, and probably upset the ex-wife a little bit.
Probably upset the whole neighborhood, more than likely.
Most likely.
That whole neighborhood now will not feel safe after this.
See, them's the ripples. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You throw one big, if you throw a cinder block into a swamp, that make the ripples, see, that reach out and touch people you didn't know they would touch.
The butterfly effect.
I heard a stone into a pond.
Yes,
but,
I like the butterfly effect.
Cinder block?
Or so.
Yeah, they do things a little different in the hood.
That's what you call a real ripper when you throw that cinder block in
Yeah,
there.
that's what Uloma. That's what Uloma does.
She cinder blocked that pond, didn't she?
I'm looking at a picture of her right now.
What's she look like? Hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, if I wouldn't turn my